Hey gang, it's Mark here from Graveside Entertainment, and today we have a very special guest, my old buddy and co-worker with Graveside Entertainment, Dylan Gemmell. Welcome to the podcast, Dylan.
Hey, what's up?
How's it going, man?
Oh, pretty good. Pretty good.
Nice to see you. We've known each other for a long time. I think you and I
Like
have
20
been,
years?
yeah, friends for 20 years plus. I think, yeah, we met
I've just
in
been
what,
thinking
like
about that.
2005?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah, 2005 when I was running the flea market booth. Maybe
It was,
2004 even.
I think it was probably 2004 because it was like probably a couple years in when you started getting me into death metal and stuff.
Yeah.
And I have a shirt of Cannibal Corpse from 2006. So,
Was that 2006?
yeah, man.
The
Yeah.
Wretched Spawn tour?
No, that was, or maybe it's 2009. Oh, I could be wrong. Maybe it's 2008. I don't know. It's somewhere around there.
Awesome.
Because it's Kill. It's Kill.
Oh yeah,
Whenever
yeah,
Kill
because
came out.
you bought me Kill for my birthday when I was
Yes.
still at the store.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, so you brought that to me on CD, so that must have been like 2005 or 2006.
Yeah, it was somewhere around there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
When we were
The good
both
old
young.
days. Yeah, exactly. I'm just a vampire. I just still look.
Yeah,
I
you
look older.
but you don't look that much older. You haven't aged very much. I mean, you can grow a beard and stuff, but you don't look nearly as old as I do compared to back in the
Oh,
day.
I can barely grow a beard. Man,
I've seen some pictures of you though and videos where you have a beard and you have a shadow and it looks nice.
I had the I had a pretty big like goat going on for a while, but then work work stepped in, and it was never about like you're not allowed to look like that. It was all about uh you can't have your beard hair falling and things.
Right.
It
And
was never a professionalism thing.
probably with the respirators and the masks and stuff you have to
Yeah,
wear
man.
too, right?
Yeah,
Got to be able to seal that shit up.
exactly. Well, I used to like flip it up and it would literally like go into my mouth practically. And then
Oh, the
I'd have a
beard hair,
respirator
yeah.
on over top, but then they cracked down. Yeah, they cracked
Yeah.
down. So
Yeah, the
that
only
was
time
over and
I
done with.
really hate having a goatee and having a beard is when I'm riding my bike because the wind blows it into my face all the time. And it's annoying because it's getting blown in my face, but it also whips pretty good. So it gets sore from whipping back and forth in the wind all day. So
I wouldn't even think that just because it's so like firm.
yeah,
It's thick and firm.
but I think as you get the wind in it, it starts flapping pretty good, just like a tail of a duck or something. I think that's why guys wear like they wear like a friggin' not a balaclava, but a
Yeah,
bandana over
yeah.
their face.
That makes a lot
Yeah,
of sense. Yeah.
yeah, it's to tuck those Grizzly Adams beards away. So I don't know if I don't think I've told you yet, but Joe and I went to see Obsession yesterday in the theater.
Nice. What did you think?
I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. It was really entertaining, and yeah, the main chick that played the main chick in the movie, she was really good. Super creepy faces, lots of energy. Um, as all things in life, I don't think it was quite as good as it was hyped up to be. It was kind of hyped up to be the second coming of Christ, as with all new movies.
I never, yeah. That didn't come from me.
No, no, no. You usually don't overhype stuff anymore because I find, especially with you and I, if we overhype things, it's always like a recipe for disappointment.
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
know?
I get very excited about things. It's hard
Yeah.
not to overhype them.
What did you think of it?
I liked it, and it's kind of funny because it's good to have discussions about things like that because I was talking to so I sat down with my buddy Kale in the bar, and he was like, "So you saw Obsession, hey?" I mean, you have Letterboxd, it's public knowledge what you think of things.
Yeah, you can creep on people's movie watching.
As he was like, "Should have given it a 4." That's what he told me.
How much did
He's
you
like,
give it?
I gave it 3.5. He's like,
I think that's
should
fair.
give it. I think he gave it like a 5
Really?
or a 4.5. Yeah.
Hmm.
But then I told him, I was like, um, I said, to me, like the main character there. I said there was things that he was doing and like reactions he had that was kind of totally unbelievable. And I'm like, kind of didn't like that guy. And he goes, that's kind of the point. You're not supposed to like that guy. You're supposed to realize that he's the villain throughout. Like spoiler alert, but you're supposed to realize that he's the real problem of the situation.
Hmm.
And I'm like, yeah, I suppose that's correct, and maybe I didn't give it a fair shot based on that. But then he really liked Halloween Ends, so you know.
Which I haven't even seen yet because I saw the I don't even know what it's called, man. The first one of that series, Halloween Begins. What is it
Halloween,
called?
it's
Was
just
it
called
just
Halloween.
Halloween?
Yeah,
Yeah, there's
yeah,
Halloween,
yeah,
and then Halloween Kills, and then Halloween Ends, right?
yeah, yeah.
And I haven't seen Kills or Ends. Halloween was enough. I was like, you know me, I love H2O, and that was enough Jamie Lee Curtis and Michael Myers action for me. I wanted the franchise to end there and just stop and then not continue. So the ones that have come later, I haven't really loved. I loved the thing that I did love about Halloween was when they're at the psychiatric institute and you got to see Michael kind of from behind as a human, like without his mask and all his
Yeah, yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
I love that, and I wanted to see more of that. I was like, man, I wish they would have built on that aspect of things because that's really unique.
When the chick was like hiding in the stall and
Hmm.
he like smashed that guy's face into the counter over and over again, like took his teeth, and then it's like that's his I'm here for you, by the way, and he just like drops the teeth in the stall or whatever. I mean, that sold me on the entire movie.
Yeah,
That like sticks in my brain. But like, see, I used to not like Halloween H2O at all,
yeah, I
and
know.
then I you know that it's like it just I always called it, what did I call it, like uh
It was like the
this
WB or the CW Halloween,
yeah, the
right?
CW Halloween, yeah, that's what I used
Because
to call it all the time.
it had like Josh Hartnett and Michelle Williams and shit in it.
Yeah, and that's just
Hmm.
like that's what I hated growing up. Those are the kind of people I hated growing up, so
Yeah, and
I
it
always
feels
hated
like they're
it.
shoehorning like famous like teen celebrities into your horror franchises, so it almost feels like a betrayal.
Yeah, absolutely, they kind of Scream made them start shoehorning the teeny bopper kind of feel to it vibe. But like
Hmm.
I recently saw it was it like a few months ago. I recently saw H2O at Drunken Cinema at the theater here, and
Hmm.
holy shit, man, that was so much fun.
I would
I
imagine it
mean
would be fun drunk. Was everybody
that
laughing and having a good time?
yeah, it was a great time. So it's like you view movies differently that way. I wasn't giving it a chance before, and now I gave it a chance to enjoy on a different level and with a different mindset and viewing it from a different tone. And now I'll probably like it. That totally like reversed my entire feeling over it. So
Yeah, you
I will
make a
see.
really good point. I think going to a movie, a lot of the outcome depends on your mood and who you're with and how fun the situation is or not fun. Um, I look back on all the movies that we watched at the shop for movie night with reverence because we were all laughing and having a hilarious time and everything was just fun, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
But I've been to see movies before where it's like you go with somebody and you're in a grumpy mood or they're in a grumpy mood and you're like, oh, that was shit. Like I had to slog my way through it.
Yeah. And it's like, yeah, totally. I think like movies, and this is the reason why I do stuff like this. It's like movies are an experience, and they're to some of us they're more than just movies, right? Like, did you see the Dawn of the Dead malls getting torn down?
Yeah, that's terrible.
That is terrible, and it's
Yeah.
like the people you could see like the maze of people through the mall lined up to sit with the remaining cast on the iconic bench, and
Hmm.
it's like yeah, that just like made people's lifetimes.
Yeah, man. I mean,
Yeah,
that
like
the Monroeville Mall is so iconic and just like such a huge part of the lexicon of horror fans. Like, it's always been a dream of ours to go there and see it in person. And yeah, it's shitty when they do stuff like that. I mean, I would love to see that the original house from Texas Chainsaw as well.
yeah, man, yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah, I know
Nightmare
a
on
guy
Elm
who went
Street, but
and
I've seen
did
there's a
that.
prick that lives in that house apparently and
Chases
doesn't let
people
people.
away.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Like you live in Freddy's house. Come on, at least come out burnt.
Yeah, at least come up burnt.
I want to see
Man,
you
it's
coming
like
out looking like angry pepperoni if you're chasing us away.
I saw I saw there's a documentary on Tubi that's like you see so many weird documentaries on Tubi and I
Hmm.
love them. There's a movie I don't know if you're talking about the same thing, but there's a movie about like celebrity houses,
Oh, really?
and it's just like I shouldn't say celebrity houses, famous houses from movies.
Okay.
And so it's just about like yeah, some of the owners literally are, chasing people off the porch,
That's wild. I didn't even
waving a
know they had a
stick kind of
documentary about
thing.
that.
There's documentaries about literally everything. I
Yeah, and I
like
mean that's one that I would
honestly.
watch for sure.
There's a documentary about a guy who like put toilets in his yard, and the town wants him to take the toilets out of his yard because it's embarrassing, and he just keeps putting more up. And they try
Jeez.
to write laws to force him to get rid of the toilets. And I can't remember how the argument started, but it's a good documentary too.
True, true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
they do make documentaries about everything. Looping back to Obsession for a second,
Yes,
because
sir.
you made a good point. When you talked to Kale about it, you said that the guy was the villain and he was essentially supposed to be the villain of the film. And I've seen that take many, many times online through different influencers and people on Instagram and stuff. When I watched it yesterday, I wasn't feeling that he was the villain. When I
Really?
was watching, yeah, when I was watching it, I was like, um, what he did. I mean, I guess it depends on his intentions because if he was ignorant to that little one willow wish that he snapped and he didn't actually think it would work and he was just like, I love this chick and I wish she'd give me the time of day. I don't think that on its own is villainous because we've
No.
all like, loved someone or wanted someone that doesn't want us back. And it's like, oh man, I wish she'd give me the time of day. So that in itself, the intentions weren't villainous, but I think him going along with it and knowing what was happening and knowing the entirety of the situation. But I mean, at that point, then it was also too late. He couldn't do anything to reverse it other than killing himself.
Yep. Yep. That's where it came in, and
Yeah.
that's where Kale turned my mind around about it, and and that's pretty much exactly what I said. Well, what's he supposed to do? And he's like, kill himself. They said it in the movie. And it's like, yeah, yeah, he should probably kill himself if he even likes her that much, if she's being tortured. And like, I want to know, and it's not super clear. Is there another? Is there like some kind of creature involved? Is it a possession? Is it, or
Yeah.
is she just being like controlled against her will? Because like, why can she snap out of it, right?
Yeah.
Why
And
can
then
she
there
all
was
of a
that
sudden
part
like
where she
fight it
was
off?
asleep and then she was talking and she was like, she's asleep right now. This is, fuck, I don't even remember her name anymore. I saw it yesterday, but that's my fucking memory now. The chick was like, "Oh, it's me. The other one's sleeping. It's not, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I'm like, "Holy shit." So there is like some sort of entity or something that's taken her over. She knows that like there's two of them in there.
yeah. So it's like a doppelganger situation,
Yeah,
and
it's
it's
weird.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's cool. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I probably like it. I think it's really impressive because it was I didn't know anything about the filmmaker going into it, and
Yeah.
it's like his first movie, and he's super young. So
And I think seeing it and coming out of a somewhat toxic relationship in the past, I saw things in it that were very reminiscent of both things that I said and did and things that she said and did and behaviors. Like, obviously, not to that extreme, but I
yeah, yeah,
think it
yeah,
is a very good example on, dependence and codependency and obviously, having levels of control and possession and all that sort of stuff. I mean, those are all the topics that exist within a relationship to different degrees. So it
yeah,
was
man.
kind of neat to see. It was a pretty good social commentary on that. And I mean, I think that's an idea that's been done to death. There's always, that story in itself has been done a zillion times over.
Yeah,
But
I think that's one good thing that like I don't even know. I don't think Obsession was an A24 movie, was it? Or was it just like
I don't think it
Blumhouse or
was.
some shit? I think it was
Yeah, yeah, it
Blumhouse.
was. It
And
was. Yeah.
Blumhouse is really hit and miss for me.
Hmm.
But they do some things really smart. And I think if they would have I don't know. Maybe it's because the guy making it was so young. Maybe there's less. Maybe it's just less relatable
Mm-hmm.
because we're old.
Yeah.
But I feel like it could have been done a little bit, maybe a little more serious, and then I take it a little more seriously.
Right.
You know, how where did she find a duct tape roll that had that much duct tape on it, or that many duct tape rolls?
That
Did
was a
she go
lot.
out?
Yeah.
Because it seemed like she
Mm-hmm.
just stayed there all the time. So it's like, where is she getting that? It's just kind of that turns it into like Looney Tunes to me, you know.
Yeah.
And I think that could just be like I said, it could just be like young filmmaker, or maybe wants to make it that absurd, or I don't know. But I think
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it just misses the mark when they do stuff like that.
Yeah, I think that was probably just a way to make it, yeah, to make it a bit more memorable in its absurdity. Like uh, for me, the most memorable part of the movie was the brick to the face on the
The brick to
steering
the
wheel.
face.
Like, holy
The
shit.
brick to the face is a big one.
Yeah, I thought when he went out with that chick, I remember her name Sarah. When he went out with Sarah, I thought this is gonna end badly for one of them. And just it came out of nowhere, man. Right after they shared like this nice moment, and then holy shit, man. Talk about pulverized. Like, wow.
Yeah, it like went Terrifier. Yeah, like it reminded me of
Hmm.
Terrifier right in that moment. And then, I mean, the last third of the movie, a whole bunch of it felt like that Terrifier level. Yeah.
Yeah.
I said maybe it's because I kind of forgot for a second that it was the One Wish Willow that was doing it because someone said, "Oh, it's the monkey paw story," and I was like, maybe she's possessed by the monkey. But then I was like, oh yeah, it's not a monkey at all. It's not a monkey's paw.
But right, I mean, it's yeah, it's two sides of the same coin, man. Like almost the exact same thing. But it was
Did you see?
very,
Sorry, go ahead.
it was just very enjoyable and fun. I liked it a lot, and Jolene liked it too. We both laughed out loud in parts and thought it was hilarious, and other parts we just like reeled back in shock, or a good jump scare type thing. So it was fun all around. It was pretty easy to watch and sit through.
Oh yeah, man. It's definitely the roller coaster.
Hmm.
Had its like yeah, for sure. Had its excitement and had its all the emotions really.
I mean, I
Except for
felt bad for the
sadness.
chick. Well, I felt bad for the
Well,
chick
yeah, I guess
throughout the
that
whole
yeah
thing. I
too.
was like, that's dreadful what's happening to her, and you could see it happening to her. But on the other side of the coin, I felt bad for the dude too, because he was so helplessly in love with this chick, and like especially when his friend told him that she'd been hooking up with his buddy on the side for like the past 6 months or a year or whatever. I was like, man, that would be fucking terrible to hear that.
See that
But
that was weird too. That just felt like I felt very shoehorned in.
yeah.
And and that's another thing I think my buddy Kale said that where he was like, man, they were all kind of terrible in that movie to each other in some way,
Hmm.
right? It was just kind of like
Yeah.
this toxic roundabout relationships going on. So, yeah,
And I didn't quite get the relationship with that Sarah chick and the other guy, like his friend. Were they dating or were they just friends, or what was going on there?
I think they were just friends, but yeah, I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
because I just assumed that they were, girlfriend and boyfriend, and then he wanted that other chick to be his girlfriend, so that it's like a dual
Yeah.
couples thing. But so it was very surprising to hear that she was like, oh yeah, she's been hooking up with him. I was like, what? That doesn't track to me. It just doesn't seem within the realm of plausibility.
Yeah, exactly. And that's like I said, maybe it's just because he's like a young, maybe it's because I'm old and out of touch, or it's because he's younger and his scripts are probably gonna be much tighter over time. Like I haven't created shit, so I'm just like a critic on the sideline taking pot shots at a creative. So, but yeah, no, it's like so all the power to him because he's already like come out the gate with a huge win. So it's pretty
Yeah,
amazing. It's pretty impressive.
it is. Yeah, yeah,
Can't
it was.
fault the guy.
No, but I mean, again, it's probably going to be challenging for him because he's got to beat the sophomore slump now.
Yeah, yeah,
That's a
that's
lot
true.
of expectation and hype for the next one. And I think he's
Yeah,
where can you go? Like you can only fall short, man. Like it's very very hard to match that level.
yeah. There's been achievers in that realm for
Hmm.
sure. It's hard to say. It's hard to say where he goes from here. But I mean, Yeah, it's cool. It's really exciting that there's young filmmakers out there like that, and this is like people's favorite movie right now. So
Yeah.
it's like people are going to be really watching him, and that could be something that's difficult to hurdle over. That could be a lot of motivation to. He probably has a lot of things ready to go. I'm sure this isn't. I'm sure this was. He's probably had several ideas. You know,
Yeah.
cooking. So we'll see where he goes from here.
Yeah.
He
It's
was on
true.
Always Sunny. He was a little bit part on Always Sunny.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man. Yeah, he was.
Does he come into the bar?
No, he was. They go to like Chuck E. Cheese, uh, knockoff Chuck E. Cheese, and Charlie wants. I think I can't remember. Charlie or somebody says that they saw an animatronic naked, and they're trying to see the animatronic naked. I'm pretty sure that's the episode. And they're like, this place was filthy when we were young, and they're trying to like, and it's all Chuck E. Cheese now, and they're like, we got to find the filthy side of it. They've hit it all. They've covered it all up. And yeah, he was like the like prize giver, like ticket taker or something like that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't know that, so people were posting pictures of him online and stuff. So yeah.
Huh. Wild. Yeah, the Chuck E. Cheese certainly was a filthy place growing up. Same with Bullwinkle's.
But like filthy dirty,
Not
smutty.
no, not smutty, just like you worried,
Gross. Yeah, you don't.
yeah, it's
Well, you
gross,
don't
like
eat
the
your
ball
pizza
pit.
off the floor, right?
No, and like if you jump into the ball pit, it just smells like piss and shit.
We had Domino's. We had Domino's was our Chuck E. Cheese. We didn't have Chuck E. Cheese.
But did people get dressed up and do their shit at Domino's, or was it just pizza?
Yeah, there was like a dude dressed as like
Really?
the domino. Yeah, the domino. Yeah, and so
Wow.
you do your birthday party there, and they teach
Yeah.
you how to like make a pizza. So you'd like flip the dough around, and then you got like a big balloon filled with little prizes and like a stuffed toy, and you got like arcade tokens out the ass to play with your
Awesome.
friends. Yeah,
Nice.
but none of my friends ever wanted to play with me. They'd always ditch me and play with my other friends, and they'd leave me behind. I'd invite people to my birthday, and they'd be like, "Ah, screw this guy."
Did anyone used to sing Domino?
No, there was no Noid or
No.
nothing.
No?
Noid was
Oh,
Domino's,
yeah.
wasn't it?
I think so, yeah. Back in the day, they even made a Nintendo game called Yo-Noid, and it was about him.
Yeah, yeah. And then that guy like went crazy. You heard about that, right? The Noid guy.
Yeah, yes.
They thought that he was like he had like some mental thing, and he thought that they're like talking about him or something. And he like obsessed over it, and I can't remember what he wanted to do. He wanted to kill the Noid for sure.
Jeez.
Because his last name was Noid something. Yeah, yeah. And he just went crazy. Yeah.
Oh, wow,
So
I'm gonna...
they
Yeah, I've
they
only heard
crashed
bits
the
of
whole
that. I'm gonna
thing.
have to dig into more of it.
There should be a documentary, probably a real short documentary, but
On Tubi.
definitely on Tubi.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's on Tubi, man.
Yeah. Addicted to Roids, the story of the Noid. That'd be better. Instead of Roid Rage, it'd be Noid Rage. That's what they should call it.
Did you ever see that movie, that Brian Usna movie? It was Faust,
Yes, I
Love of the
actually...
Damned.
Yeah, I had it on VHS.
Me too. I can't remember if I had a VHS or DVD, but we watched it in high school.
It has an
My
amazing
friend,
soundtrack.
I believe it. I didn't listen to it, but and it isn't like the dude who played Wishmasters in it, right?
Yes.
But my friend was like, "That's the Noid. This movie's the Noid," because he looked like the Noid with Wolverine claws. My friend Matt was like, "That's the Noid, man." I didn't know what the hell he was talking about, because I think the Noid was like really more of a U.S. thing than a Canada thing.
Yeah, I think the only way that I knew him was from that video game, that Capcom game, because he just looked so wild.
Yeah,
And
yeah. So
back
my
in the
buddy
day,
was
Capcom
like,
made incredible games.
because the acting was so bad in Faust, and like the he looked like a mascot. Like it's not that he looked bad or anything, but like he looked silly for, I would say, for like a North American movie, because he was a German character.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. So yeah, so he kind of looked silly for that, and it was just like very over, but it kind of looked like something that would fight a kaiju or something.
Right.
And so yeah, it just looked totally not what you would expect. Like
I think that
I
the first time I ever heard Cradle of Filth was in that movie.
oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I wasn't like a metalhead back then, so it's like all the music just like went right over my head. But yeah, you're probably right that there was probably tons of good music in that.
I had the CD in the booth for a while too that I used to play it.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't know if I still have it, maybe somewhere around.
Those soundtracks back then, man, like that was when I first started getting into metal too. Resident Evil Apocalypse, I had Freddy vs. Jason, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the remake. Those
Hmm.
soundtracks were so good.
Yeah, they put out good shit, man. I think the first time I ever heard metal on an album was probably in the mid '90s. They did the Judgment Night soundtrack, and they had I think it was put out by Def Jam Records. So Slayer were on Def Jam, and so was like a bunch of hip hop artists.
Isn't
And
that
Rick
weird?
Rubin produced them. Yeah, and so they would stick like Slayer with Ice-T, and it would be Slayer playing with Ice-T singing, which is awesome because he does body count as well, and that rules.
Yeah, yeah.
But that was awesome hearing rap and metal. And then another one that sticks out for me being a kid was Demon Knight, the Tales from the Crypt one.
Yeah, I have that. Yeah, yeah.
That one's excellent. It's got like Pantera and Filter and everything on it.
And that's the movie that was the first movie to like like scar me. That was such a bait and switch because back when we were kids, they had Tales from the Crypt Keeper, the cartoon.
Mm.
And it's like my mom and me were at like Rogers Video, and we're like, I was like, rent this for me, mom. It's just like the it's just like the cartoon I watch.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing those little clips of like the Crypt Keeper doing his intro
Yeah.
from the HBO show
Yeah.
and thinking it was like because he always just does the dumb little puns and stuff. So
Hmm.
it's totally not really adult oriented on the intro so much.
Right.
And then you pop that into the VCR and there's immediately a woman naked in the tub and
Hmm.
like the dude that's like melting from the acid walking up the stairs and like sticking to the railing.
Yeah.
And oh man, that movie horrified me. I got about halfway through and I like ran out of the room. My brother and sister were watching it and they probably thought it was, I mean they were older than me, so they probably thought it was just stupid and a stupid thing for me to want to rent, but eh.
You were expecting the cartoon and you got hit with Juggle Bills.
Oh man, I was expecting the cartoon and I got that. It was just it was the craziest thing. You see Billy Zane punch through someone's head when you're like, I don't know, like I was a pretty sheltered kid, so I think I was like maybe the fifth grade. I'd have to look at like the yeah, and it's just like it was way out of my element. It was beyond out of my element. Yeah,
It was good times when it came out. I don't know if I think I might have seen it in the theater or I might have rented it on DVDs or VHS as soon as it came out. I can't
yeah,
remember,
man.
but I remember loving it. And then I didn't like Bordello of Blood nearly as much when they made the one with that comedian. What's his name?
It
Dennis Miller?
Yeah, and apparently Dennis Miller threw out the script and was like, "I'm gonna say whatever the hell I want in these scenes." And they're like,
Oh,
"All right,
really?
then." He's like, "If you want me to come to work, you're gonna let me just do my own lines." And they're like, "Okay, then." So it's like it's kind of impressive they like improvised all that because he's really like on point, and, like snappy with his comebacks and stuff like the entire movie.
Yeah.
I just heard about that though. I could be wrong, but uh, I think I heard that.
It just wasn't, I just found it wasn't as overall just as creepy and impactful
No,
and just as cool as Demon Knight. That one, and I mean, that one coming out of the gate being the first one, hard to live up to the hype of that.
yeah, yeah, and the I'm pretty sure the dude who did Demon Knight, like the effects,
Hmm.
he's that Todd Masters guy in Vancouver.
Oh, is he the guy that does like Buffy and stuff?
I think so.
Yeah.
Talk about an underrated name. He's
Yeah.
like Canadian Savini. Like he is so good, and
Yeah.
his
The
stuff
effects in
looks
Demon Knight were incredible.
Yeah, and his stuff doesn't look like generic, you know, like it doesn't look cookie cutter. Where I find it a lot of other like massive effects people, I won't say any names, but some like massive effects people, like I will say names if I use an example, right? But like Masters of Horror, it kind
Yeah,
of like things look very similar
right.
across one creature to the next. You kind of could tell that the same artist is doing this.
Yeah.
And it's like Todd Masters comes out of like left field, and I just find his stuff to be, I don't know, his stuff's like, I don't know, it's like slimier and it's just amazing. I love it. I love it. I'm learning more about it because I like follow him on Instagram now, and like, yeah, his stuff is just incredible. I want to delve more into not only what he's done in the past, but like he's constantly posting current projects and stuff like that, and it just looks phenomenal. So
Has he been working in lots of movies and television since?
he's posting all the time, and it looks like, yeah, he has like years next to it and stuff like that, and it's like, oh, I got to track this stuff down because it looks really good. It looks really fun. It's all
That's
like
awesome.
like I said, it's all like slimy. It's all like nasty monsters and like really imaginative and yeah, really cool stuff.
What was the name of the guy that did the demon not the Demon Knight movies, the Night of the Demons movies? Steve something?
Oh man, I'm terrible with names.
I think Linnea Quigley used to be married to him. Was it Steve Jackson or someone like that? His
Could be, could
special
be.
effects work was incredible as well. Like
Oh yeah,
I love the demons in Night of the Demons. I think Angela is probably one of the most badass looking demons of all time. Like the way he used to do the teeth and like the voices and everything in there is so good.
yeah, yeah. It's really cool. Yeah, that's one movie that like I've seen a handful of times. I haven't seen it enough where it's like I could like quote it, like something like Dawn of the Dead and The Thing and stuff like that. But and the sequels, like two was okay. Third looked like a TV movie kind of, if I remember.
Yeah, yeah, the
Which
first one's really good, second one's really good, the third one is like, oh my god, and then the remake is whew.
I don't remember the remake.
It had
And
Edward Furlong in it and what's her face? Monica Keena, the chick from Dawson's Creek, which you
yeah,
probably don't
yeah.
know.
Well, she was in
And
Freddy vs. Jason, right?
I was just gonna say Freddy versus Jason, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Really
Yeah.
sad. She ended up dating Edward Furlong and like he got her hooked on drugs and now she's fucked.
Damn.
Yeah, yeah,
I had no idea.
yeah, he got off the drugs and she didn't. I hope now she has because man, I saw pictures and video of her and I was like, poor girl, man, unrecognizable from who she was in those classic flicks.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like so many of these so many of the stories end like that where it's like you look at like the Miss Elizabeth and
Yeah,
yeah. What's his name?
Lex Luger.
Lex Luger. Yeah, yeah. And I
Yeah.
think he probably blames himself forever for that. So yeah, it's those are those are those situational things where it's like addiction is to blame, you know? It's just harsh. It's a
Yeah,
harsh reality.
so many of the female wrestlers and the managers, like Luna Vachon, died of an overdose. So
Did
did
she die of an
Sherry.
overdose?
Yeah, and like
Oh,
Sherry
I didn't
Martel,
realize that.
Sensational Sherry and stuff. She died of drug overdose, and I'm like, holy
Yeah.
cow! Like,
It was
yeah,
so
man.
prevalent back then. It was like everyone was on those somas. It was like
Mm,
hardcore muscle reactors, and they would pretty much just like lose complete control of their body. And then some of them just wouldn't wake up from it, I think.
brutal.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. New season of Dark Side of the Ring's coming. Just reminded me of
How
that.
many seasons is there now?
I think it's like the fourth or fifth. They're starting to run out of ideas.
Yeah.
They're like doing the rise and fall of TNA on this season, so yeah, it's gonna be good. They're always good. Uh, I'd watch literally any wrestling documentary, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be good regardless. So
Yeah, I watched a
I'm
lot of
excited.
the Dark Side of the Ring episodes. They're really good.
Yeah, man.
On Tubi, of course.
And Dark Side, did you watch that? Well, it wasn't Dark Side of Metal, but it was like something like that.
Um,
When that like Randy Rhodes and Death and
oh yeah, yeah. I did see that was on Hulu, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I saw the one on Chuck from Death. I think I saw the one on Randy. I certainly saw the one on Pantera Dime.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I saw a bunch of those. Those were really good. That's
Um,
kind of me. I'll watch any documentary about metal or about video games. If it's I'm actually watching it right now. The documentary on Street Fighter 2. It's called Here Comes a New Challenger.
yeah, man, I saw that on Tubi. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I haven't
and
watched it yet, but yeah.
it's good, man. It's good because it talks about like the rise of the co-op arcade scene, and then the versus scene where it's like winner stays, loser pays.
Nice.
Yep.
I never even thought about that before.
Yeah, yeah, it was like the first time that that happened, man, with Street Fighter. They kind of brought that in, and then Mortal Kombat with hanging out with lineups of guys just ready to go at the arcade. It's so cool, man. What a neat part
It's a
of
different
time in
time.
history. Yeah.
It's a different time. I remember arcades were like, when I was growing up, my mom acted like they were like for delinquents. I
Yeah, I hear that.
remember a guy with like a big Grim Reaper tattoo in like San or someplace like that playing an arcade, and my mom was like, yeah, delinquent. My
Yeah.
mom used to be like, look at that freak with the long hair and tattoos. Look at that freak with the long hair and tattoos. It's like, well, you wrote you wrote your obituary on that one.
Yeah, my mom used to tell me that too. Well, growing up, she'd always, that's the crazy thing, man, is I was allowed to do lots of things as a young man, but going to the arcade was not one of them. That was like the line where you're not going to the arcade because she used to say that's where all the druggies are. That's where all the drug addicts hang out.
Oh
You don't want to
yeah,
go to the arcade. You're going to get stuck with a needle with heroin in it at the arcade.
and there's all those horror stories
It's
when we
weird,
were
right? And I
kids.
mean, nothing was happening at the arcade but geeks with like Cheeto cheesy fingers playing Galaga and stuff.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, exactly. Like they talk like same thing with like theaters and all that. They talk like it's like 42nd Street,
Hmm.
and it's like we're like in the prairies, and it's probably not happening,
You don't want to
right?
go to the movie theater alone on a
There's no
weeknight.
peep show. There's no
No,
peep show around the corner. Not where I was
no,
living anyway.
not where I was living either. I never saw Peeps until I was an adult, and I went into downtown Edmonton, and then I was like, "Whoa, what is that sign that's flashing 25-cent Peeps?"
Yeah, I remember that sign. That's one of so that's an early Edmonton memory, man.
Yeah, yeah. Now with inflation, it's probably like $25 Peeps.
In this economy, 25 cents?
Yeah, no kidding. I don't even know if it's a thing still. I've never gone in and seen them, but it's like it's kind of an endearing, seedy underbelly of
Yeah.
the city.
I feel like the 25-cent peeps aren't that's not live action. That's sticking a quarter in a little Viewmaster and
Oh,
going click, click. That's what that is. That's like because I love Frank Henenlotter and I love Bass Case, I like Frankenhooker and I love all that stuff, right? He did
yeah.
like a documentary on basically nudie films. And it was so long for the subject matter. It was so long and passionate. Uh
Was
and
it
I
from his
watched
passion?
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And I watched every last second of that movie just because I'm a completionist.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, it's long. It's a long movie. Yeah.
Shit. Do you remember the name of it?
I do not. No.
Where did you
I
see it?
mean, man, where did I see it? I know I didn't pay for it. I'm
I
pretty sure
love
I
his
didn't pay for
movies,
it.
man. They're so good, like so creative, and he's just so out there. Like, yeah, man, Frankenhooker was a friggin' masterpiece. It was
Yeah,
hilarious. It was just a fun time. One of those movie night gems that everybody loved.
I went to it with my electrician friend, and he's got the length of paper with like anatomy on it drawn on it,
Yeah.
and he's like drawing all this like technical stuff, on like the arms and legs and how he's gonna connect things, and he's like mumbling to himself, "Oh no, that's not gonna work," and he like scribbles it out. And my buddy pokes me and he goes, "Yeah, I saw all those kind of symbols in electrician class." He's like, "That's a bunch of mumbo jumbo. None of those things connect or work." So
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, he probably like just took symbols from a textbook and just was like, "Yeah, draw all these symbols on it." It looks very convincing to a dumb person.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, to the layman, it's just, yeah, this is it, but I'm sure he didn't consult like a professional electrician to know if it's legit or not.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, which
I
is
think
really funny.
with movies you have to have that suspension of disbelief. Like I know when I used to watch horror flicks with Jen and there was any sort of hospital component or medical component, we'd be watching it and she'd be like, "Oh, that's not how you hook up a ventilator. That thing's not even hooked up. That person would be dead already. Like, look at that." And I'm just like, I have no idea. I don't know.
Did you watch Human Centipede with her?
No, no, that was before.
Oh, that's a shame. That's a
Yeah.
shame because it is 100% medically accurate.
Yeah.
That's its tagline, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
it's
don't.
like
I don't know. I mean, maybe a lot of nurses did watch it to see if it was medically accurate, but
I
once
feel
was
like he
enough for me.
consulted with doctors.
Yeah, and then I stitch the ass on the lips,
Exactly,
and the
exactly.
shit comes through the ass. And they're like, "Yeah, yeah, that's yeah,
Yeah, that would work. Please go
yeah."
away.
Security, security, get this weirdo out of here. Yeah.
Yeah, man, pretty much like yeah, it's always funny when you hear like, yeah, I talked to an expert. It's like, how did that conversation come up?
Yeah. Are you the only person that you know of that has a human centipede tattoo?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, probably. I
You're the only
think that
person that I know.
I remember I was talking to somebody at one time, and this would just be an online friend at best. And they were like, I really wish I didn't cover mine up or something like that. And I was like, oh, well, you probably shouldn't have because it's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, when I thought when you were telling me about it, I was horrified. I was like, "Oh my God, like what you that's going to be so grotesque and graphic." But the way you got it done, it's awesome. The way it's just like it looks like an icon that you'd see in an instruction manual.
Yeah, exactly.
It's good. It's like this is how you do it, and it's just tastefully done. So I think it's
There
cool,
was,
and everybody knows what it is as soon as they see it, right?
yeah, absolutely. I wasn't going for tasteful. That
You
was
hit
never
it.
my intention. Uh, I like the logo, the little diagram people.
Hmm.
Um, Initially, back in the day, I was gonna get it like tattooed like right on like my stomach, like right like I don't know, it's not solar plexus, but my abs around my
Hmm.
abs, like right in the center. You know when people get like Jesus tattooed, and I was gonna get Dr. Hader, and because I have a poster of Dr. Hader with like a paper dolls,
Hmm.
and it's the human centipede.
Oh.
And I was thinking about doing that, and then I was gonna have like centipedes like crawling all over him
Hmm.
because it was such a like monumental event for me. Again, when we talked about like movies are like an event, they're not just a movie.
Right.
Because it was like I think it was my 25th birthday when that came out, and they did a screening here, and it was lined up around the block like it was like a Hollywood premiere. It felt like
Wow. And
everybody
everybody was
was having a
laughing in the theater, right?
blast.
And drinking and stuff.
Yeah, like my friends took up like an entire row, and it's not too often I even get people out in that capacity, even for like a birthday. So
True. Yeah.
it was such like a huge thing, and like man, it was so much fun. And then like our friend Aaron, we were watching it at Jen's birthday, and he's squeamish, uh, and he went to turn away when it was like showing the human centipede, and I can't remember. I think it was when the guy's like, "Oh no, I've got the shit" or whatever. Uh, and he was like, oh, and he like turned away, but he was standing. He was in our kitchen, uh, because it was her birthday, so she had a bunch of our friends over and her friends over, and so he's standing in our kitchen and he looks directly at the microwave, and it's just reflected in the microwave exactly
Right.
what's going on the TV, and that's that man. Like everything about that, and he's passed away now, and like there's so many things about that movie. They're so like they were huge. They felt like huge moments
Hmm.
just in my life in general. It's like a whole bunch of my horror shit. It's just like huge things that's like my history, you know?
Yeah, yeah, and the events and memories are tied to the movies.
Yeah, man. Like I bought like my I don't even have it hanging there right now, but my demons jacket. Like I love demons. I love demons, but I went to Vancouver and I saw demons with
Yeah, with Goblin, right?
Goblin playing over the movie. So I mean,
That's
that became a
incredible.
thing that was like, okay, I need something. I need like a big piece
Hmm.
regarding demons. It ended up being that jacket. I wanted to get like the mask, but I was just having a hard time finding it.
Yeah.
Probably feels like I'm on a boat with this fucking rocking back and forth on my laptop here.
Feels like I'm on the ghost ship. It's like rough waters, Captain.
That's right. So you getting seasick.
I'm like, hang on, I'm gonna puke. Yeah, no, I totally agree, man. I think that's why I have such, yeah, such reverence for movies that probably don't deserve it. Is based on, yeah, the time and the age. And I saw a lot of horror movies young. And when you're young and impressionable, things stick with you forever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I know that's why I love the golden era of wrestling, of WWF, the most, with Hogan and Warrior. It's because that was my childhood and those guys were my heroes watching it.
That
I
was
wasn't,
magic back then.
yeah, I wasn't watching it and thinking like, oh, they're not that good in ring or that good or in, wrestlers. And I wasn't thinking, man, the Warriors promos don't make any frickin' sense. And this guy's talking nonsense. He's high on coke. When I was a kid, I was like, this guy's like, he's friggin' crazy. He's so exciting and so charismatic. And I don't even understand what he's talking about, but I'm buying into it. I love every second of it. And he's going to go to the ring and clothesline guys out of there in 2 seconds.
Yep. Yep.
And that's why I
Exactly.
love those guys so much. It's because like some of the happiest memories of my life was wrestling.
Yeah. I remember like and like when I learned about the history of wrestling and how it was like aired and things like that, I don't know how I saw most of it. You know what I mean? Like the things that I remember, like WrestleMania 3,
Hmm.
um, I watched it. Like I don't know if I watched the whole thing or if I just saw Andre Hogan, but I saw that match. And it was around that time because I know that we were invested in it and
Hmm.
my parents were invested in it and the
Oh,
family was
wow.
invested in it. And like I know that we were excited to see Ken Hogan slam Andre. So it wasn't after the fact because otherwise, I mean,
Right.
there was no internet back then. So maybe
Yeah.
we just rented it without spoilers. I have no idea. Like I have no idea how I saw that. I just know I saw
Yeah.
it.
And that I think that particular moment was probably the biggest moment of wrestling history up until that point. Um, Andre slamming Hogan at WrestleMania 3, and then the next big one for me was like Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior wrestling at WrestleMania 6, title for title, and then him walking out with both of them, and Hogan essentially handing the torch over to Warrior. Unfortunately, we know how that ended. He blew that
Yeah.
catastrophically, but that was such a huge thing, man, because up until that point, like Hogan was always the guy. Like nobody beat Hogan, man, clean ever. And
And
so
I
to
feel,
have him beaten by the Warrior and then hand his title over to him, but then also like shake his hand and hug him. And it was like, holy shit, man. Even in defeat, he was still like the hero.
yeah. And another moment, like, yeah, I said, like Yokozuna and stuff like that. Like, I clearly remember all the Yokozuna stuff. And I
Hmm.
remember, I mean, yeah, we watched on TV, but like, I remember these pay-per-view moments. Like, I have memories seeing them. I know that my parents were too cheap to budget I don't know, wasn't in the budget to get pay-per-views. So it's like, how was I seeing that? I don't that I can't answer. Like, I think that my parents must have rented it,
Yeah.
um, and it wasn't like such a hot topic that everybody and their dog was talking about it.
Yeah.
It was probably they rented it and didn't know what was going to happen, or maybe they rented it and did know what was going to happen but pretended they didn't, so we had the opportunity to discover, experience it,
Yeah,
naturally.
the old WWF tapes came in big, huge, massive, oversized clamshell cases too.
Oh man, don't. Yeah, yeah. I was
The
gonna
the
say,
Coliseum home video, and man, they were so exciting. Like, yeah, I rented tons of them. I didn't see them when they were happening live. I think the first WrestleMania I saw live, or maybe a day after, because it was recorded, was WrestleMania 5 with the Mega Powers explode, Hogan versus Macho. But up until that point, it was renting them from the video store. And holy shit, man, when somebody got their hands on a wrestling tape, because they were rented out all the time, like they only had one copy of each. And we used to just go to like the video den down the street, and they were rented all the time. You could never get them. So whenever one of us got our hands on one, it was like a big fucking event.
yeah, man, that's awesome.
Hmm.
Uh, did you so because you got out of wrestling for many years, right?
Yeah, I got out of wrestling at the end of WrestleMania 6 when Ultimate Warrior fizzled out and left WWF.
Yeah.
I was out. I was like, I'm done. Cause, yeah, I think probably a year or 2 years before that, I thought wrestling was real still. Cause I saw, Earthquake do the big earthquake splash on Hogan on the Brother Love show and bust
Hmm.
up his ribs, and Hogan had to get carted out on a stretcher.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit, he's done. His ribs are broken. Like Earthquake is the most evil man on the face of the earth. He just killed Hogan. Like I thought he was done
Wow.
because he came back and he was all bandaged up and stuff. And I thought it was real. At that point, I was like, holy crap, he did Hogan in. Hogan's finished. But then learned that it was fake. And I think after that, it wasn't the same for me. Especially having Warrior gone, because then Hogan went back to fighting Sergeant Slaughter again and General Adnan and stuff. And I'm like, we've already seen this. We've already seen Hogan
Yeah.
do this. We don't need to see this again.
It's like Sergeant Slaughter was never a specimen. You know what I
No.
mean? Like that wasn't. I was never excited to see Sergeant Slaughter
Yeah.
ever. Uh,
He just
yeah.
felt like someone's dad coming to the ring wearing some army gear.
A little
Because he
bit,
was
right?
bald and overweight, and it's like my buddy's dad. Like Hogan's gonna squash this guy with one boot.
Yeah, yeah. And yeah, he never like had the what's his name? Uh the dude that Hogan was beefing with. I don't know in real life or it was all just kayfabe. You know who I'm talking about?
Which guy?
Oh, Iron Sheik.
Oh yeah, Sheiky. Yeah.
He was never Sheik level of interesting
No, no,
to me.
definitely not.
Yeah,
No, Sheik was
yeah.
an amazing heel. He just, people hated him.
And he was ridiculously strong,
Yeah, and he looked
the
good
Sheik
too.
in
I
real
mean,
life.
he looked good.
Yeah, yeah, he was a massive dude. So that said, was there like what event got you back into wrestling? Like, was there a pay per view that was really incredible that you saw?
I think it was probably uh with Chad, probably just us kind of yearning for nostalgia again and being like, we used to love this when we were kids. We used to love watching it. And we haven't seen it for a long time, so let's like order WrestleMania for something fun to do and hang out and watch it. And I think when we ordered WrestleMania one year, I saw the Hardy Boys and like Edge and Christian and the Dudleys, and they did a ladder match, and it was tables, ladders, chairs, and it was freaking insane. Like I saw that, and Chad and I were like, "Holy crap, those guys are fucking nuts!" Like
So it
we've
was
never,
TLC.
yeah, yeah. We're like, we've never
Yeah.
seen anything like this. Like that brought me back into it because I was like, they didn't do this shit when I was watching it before. So now I want to see more of this.
There was a guy at my school. So I started getting back into it because it was just like you're flipping through channels, right? And you'd see. I think I started first getting back into it when it was during the Austin era. It was like once you actually sit down and watch that guy, he commands he commands an audience, right? Like
Oh yeah.
he can control an audience like pretty much no other. Like
Hmm.
he like outdid he like outdrew Hogan, and like it was crazy, the Austin mania, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
And he so I started getting back into it because of him, but also like I was still quite young, and like I wasn't even really into horror that much yet. Uh, other than like kids shit. Like this was probably even shortly after that whole like Demon Knight time frame, right?
Hmm.
Where like Mankind was so disturbed, man. I didn't know if I liked him or hated him. He was just
Yeah,
so disturbed and so weird.
he had the Hannibal
And
Lecter thing down.
he gave me the creeps, like, and then we started. So I started kind of that. I think that hooked me back in a little bit.
Yeah,
Mankind, because he was believable. It's like, who is this guy?
yeah.
And then it was like I think Kane came in after that,
Hmm.
and then it's like you have Undertaker at his peak, you have Kane, you have Austin, then The Rock comes in. I remember The Rock. I remember his like first match. I was like, this guy's a joke. This guy's
Yeah, he
going
was.
nowhere.
Yeah, he had nothing when he was like Rocky Maivia.
Yeah, it's like don't quit your day job. You're a jobber, and you're never gonna not be a jobber.
Yeah.
Coming out looking like that.
I know. Yeah.
It's crazy to think that. But then there was the guy at my high school, and if you gave him $5 and a videotape, a blank cassette, he had the illegal satellite going on.
Oh
So
yeah, I had
yeah,
those
man.
guys too.
So he'd either tape you porn or he'd tape you a pay-per-view. So it's like
Right.
porn or pay-per-view. Yeah, he was the porn or pay-per-view guy.
Nice. And those were the
And
huge satellite dishes that had to actually like move in the yard at the time.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I got like I think the TLC was probably one of the first ones that I got of that, and I'm like, I know what I'm spending my allowance on from now on.
Yeah. It was
And it's like
so
they're
good.
all going to the illegal tape
Hmm.
guy.
Yeah, they were amazing, man. I had a buddy too that had satellite, and he used to record pay-per-views for us too. He never charged us. He was good. We would just give him a blank tape and he would record it for us and bring it to school. And man, that was the hookup. I
Nice.
still have my WrestleMania 5 somewhere that he recorded for me.
Wow.
But he'd always
Crazy.
like miss the first 10 minutes or something. So it's like you get, but it's free. You get what you pay for, you know? You can't
do,
complain.
do you get what you pay for? Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I just yeah, it was always really good recording, thankfully for me. It was
Yeah.
pristine. There's no people standing up in the theater.
Was it dedicated tape just for one video, like on SP for slow play? So it took up the whole cassette, or did you throw that shit on EP where it drops the quality way back, but you can get like 3 movies on one tape?
Oh man, I used to have one that was like I had like a whole bunch of South Park episodes and like ICP music videos on and stuff. I would like watch that, and yeah, but I don't know, man. It's funny because you think about these things, and I say that I would watch that, but that was probably like a month of my life, but it still
Hmm.
sticks out in my memory.
Oh yeah, because a
Same with
big
like
deal, man.
TLC. I mean, it's just that one thing, and it just like sticks out in your memory so much. Yeah, it's crazy.
That's what we used to do too. We used to record episodes of Much Music, like Power 30, the metal show with Teresa Roncon. And we record like Napalm Death videos and obituary videos and Metallica videos and Megadeth and Slayer ones. And man, I probably recorded over so many birthday party tapes and Christmas tapes. And I'm like, fuck this. We're getting the new Slayer. We're recording over Vicky's 4th birthday. We
Oh
need the new
man.
Slayer video.
And
Put the
you
tape over over the little broken tabs so you can record over it.
Oh man, I used to think that people who had video cameras were like the richest people in the world
Yes.
because we
Only
never
my
had a
rich
video
uncle had
camera.
one, man.
Oh, is your rich uncle that had one?
Yes, nobody normal
Oh,
had a video camera. I was like, we could
okay.
never afford that shit.
Yeah, because I'm always like, you hear about these like directors and like Sam Raimi and stuff. It's like your parents had a video camera.
Yeah, they were
you must have
expensive,
been
man.
you must have been rich.
Yeah,
It's like you came from money.
yeah.
Like you talk about low budget filmmaking, but bro, you were a little bit you had a little bit of a setup.
That's true. Yeah,
You,
we
you had
did
you
not
had
have
some
the setup.
abilities. No, no, man, I had nothing. Well, I should say
No.
I had nothing, but like I had a tiny TV behind the couch that I played my. Well, it seemed big at the time, but I played my Super Nintendo and I ignored
Yeah.
the rest of the family and played Super Nintendo, and that's what I did. Like,
I think the first TV I ever got in my room I had in 1990 or 91. I watched the Blackhawks go to the Stanley Cup Finals against the Pittsburgh Penguins, and it was black and white, and it was tiny, man. It was probably like a 7 incher or a 5 incher, like it was tiny. And
yeah,
man, I just sat in my room and watched that hockey game, and I watched the Blackhawks get swept in 4 games, and I was yelling and swearing at the TV, like the goalie for Pittsburgh, Tom Barrasso. I was like, I hate you, Tom Barrasso. I fucking hate you. Just yelling at the TV. So mad because he took the cup away from my beloved Blackhawks. But yeah, man, like 1990, go from a little white, black and white, tiny TV, and then boom, big upgrade, 13-inch color TV. And that lasted me all the way throughout junior high and high school. Chad and I and all my buddies, we used to watch all of our horror movies on there, all of the nudie films on there. We used to play video games on there. And man, we felt like we were at the friggin' Cineplex Odeon. And looking back, it was so small.
I had a real yeah, we had a real tiny TV, and I remember that's another like early horror memory. I was watching Poltergeist because it was like on TV. It was on like YTV, I think, too, which is weird.
Jeez.
Um, I swear it was on YTV. I was watching Poltergeist, and the guy starts like pulling his face apart, and it makes like I remember the sound on it. It's like super. It's like some kind of like shrill shriek or something like that while he's doing it, right? And it was scared the shit out of me, and I was worried about waking up the whole house because of this shriek going on. This is like I was in my the house I grew up in, so that was like before high school, right?
Yeah.
Because I dabbled in horror like throughout. Because I mean, I was watching like Are You Afraid of the Dark and stuff like that, so it's like try to push it a little further and see. I didn't know if horror was anything other than if it got more extreme than Are You Afraid of the Dark?
True. It's
Right?
true.
Gets I mean, Are You Afraid of the Dark is pretty intense at times. I
It
just had
is.
that conversation a little bit ago about like the Nosferatu vampire on there and the pool ghost, and I think Todd Masters might have done the pool ghost. I'd have to look
Yeah.
that up, but I think I saw something recently about that.
All right, man. So I think that that brings us to about an hour in. You and I can talk about stuff endlessly for months on end. We could be here for 8 to 10 hours talking about all of our favorite things if we wanted.
Absolutely.
But thanks so much for being on, man. And yeah, it's awesome. I look forward to working on Graveside with you. And I think now that you've got the computer, you're going to be a regular on lots of the interviews, and me and you will be able to both jump on and chat with our guests together and vice versa.
Hell yeah, man. I'm excited.
Awesome, man. Okay, well, thanks a lot for being on, and I'll talk to you soon, dude.
Yeah, man. Talk to you
See
soon.
you, man.
See
Bye.
ya.